Welcome to Short Corners, where we give you some quick thoughts on some of soccer's biggest topics of the week. I'm Amobi Okugo, back again with my guy L. As you guys know, Short Corners is taking on a new take. Shout out to our Patreon members, but most importantly, L, how you feeling today?
Tired, man. It's been a busy week. I know I say
catch
that
us
every
up.
week, but it's always a busy week.
The grind.
Last week we had the sports business symposium out in Atlanta, or here in Atlanta. So went to 2 days of that. Thursday, Friday.
Any gems?
Saturday.
I'm bummed I missed that.
It was cool. I can't really give you no gems because I spent a lot of time working, like just tucked off somewhere, like working. Like the business still had to roll. Caught some pretty good panels. Some people that I plan to connect with, jumped on LinkedIn and added them, stuff like that as they were talking. So planning on circle back and connecting with them. But it's a real strategic situation. There's a lot of students there, so a lot of students looking to get into the sports business. So I think it was probably a lot more geared toward them. Yeah. That may not have been the premise, but I think like the benefit, or most of the benefit, probably came to them versus like the professionals that were there. So it wasn't too much crazy networking, or at least maybe I wasn't networking right. But ran into a couple of people that I knew, solidified some things that we're doing with them, so that able to get some FaceTime with some people that I've already been in talks with about doing some business stuff. So that was a good situation for that.
Perfect.
Saturday, my youngest daughter turned 7, so that was her birthday party. We had to do the birthday party things.
Yeah.
And then Sunday, Juneteenth, Father's Day, I was out working all day. Ty was out here. We were shooting a pilot for a show that we're going to be pitching soon around Black soccer culture, Black soccer supporter culture. So shooting a pilot for that. That went really, really well. Excited to see how that comes out. But it's been a busy 4 days or so.
Yeah.
Tired, man.
Sounds like a vacation is in the horizon soon.
No time soon. The grind don't stop.
That's good. Yeah, I would have joined you at the Black Sports Symposium, but my flight got canceled. So it was probably God saying, you need this rest because you've been busy. But yeah, just chill. No, nothing. Had a couple Juneteenth events. One for my sister. She's killing it in her space. Trying to bring an electrical vehicle to California. More notoriety around that. And then we had the BPC Juneteenth event in Sacramento. So was one of the chapters that had an event, and that was cool. Worked with Republic, got some players. Jeremy Bobesi came. We got someone from Angel City SC. Sorry, I forgot your name. I'm gonna look it up real quick so I don't seem like an asshole. Let me get that real quick because literally just met. She plays on Angel City SC. She used to play for Portland.
Oh, Simone Charlie,
yeah. Really nice lady. We chopped it up. We had a homeboy from the Roots, Akeem, and then obviously Quincy and his family there. So nice little family atmosphere. The kids loved it. Had a BBQ food truck there. Yeah, it was a good event. And then, man, back to the grind.
Yep, don't stop. Speaking of children's events, we jump right into it. So there's a tweet floating around from former NFL player, former Cal Bear, Justin Forsett. He posted a picture of a conditioning test that his 9-year-old son was given by a soccer coach.
Yeah.
Now, let me read his tweet real quick. He said, "I just failed my 9-year-old son's soccer conditioning test. Am I tripping? Out of shape, or is this insane? I need a soccer or track athlete to talk to me." And then Sean Nahas, who's the coach of NC Courage, replied. He said, "He's 9. Repeat, 9. Coach should be saying, 'Here's a ball, enjoy it.' And once he's done with that, he should get out the way. Conditioning is absurd." And I know, Amobi, you had something to say about that as well. Like, what are your thoughts on this? What's your perspective as a player on this type of thing? Is it age appropriate? Is it too much?
That's not age appropriate at all. That's wild. I think shout out to Justin, by the way. Shout out to what he's doing with Hustle Clean. I think they changed the name, or that's what they changed the name to.
That's still the name, I think.
Yeah, that's the name. So he's doing some great things. Now that's wild. Like I think he's based in Dallas, so they do have like Dallas is a soccer community, but that coach is wild. That test, like I don't even think some professional athletes will like get through that uh, and not like complain. For a 9-year-old to have to do that, like you're supposed to be teaching basic skills, uh, fitness with the ball, um, making it fun. Like that's the reason why a lot of kids burn out from sport because you guys got coaches that whether they feel bad because they never made it or they watched a couple pep videos or meatheads that like soccer, but no, there should be no type of fitness type of drills until you're like 13, 14, if that. You got to let the body develop. You got to let the kids have fun with it. You got to have ways to sneak in fitness without doing fitness. It's like forcing a kid that doesn't like vegetables to just eat vegetables. Like you got to have to like do a little bit to mix it in and do it, but you don't do it directly like that. And the drill was out of control. Like, yo, you got to do 800 circuits. Nah, no chance.
You actually said in the group chat you're gonna have to do this for some content, so look out for a special Patreon only vlog coming from Amobi doing this actual test to see if he can actually get it done in time.
Yeah, so most definitely. So I got a screenshot of it, so I'm gonna do it next week when I get back from some travels.
All right, bet. All right. So, as you know, this week or last week, was it last week? Last week, the World Cup cities were announced. So this is for 2026. So the following cities that made the cut: in Canada, we got Vancouver and Toronto. In Mexico, we have Mexico City, Guadalajara, and Monterrey. And then in the U.S., we have Seattle, San Francisco, L.A., Dallas, Houston, Kansas City, Atlanta, Miami, Philly, New York, and Boston. Now, DC B-more didn't make the cut, and this is interesting because almost every capital city ends up getting, a game or something like that wherever the World Cup is. But this is the first time that like a capital city hasn't gotten one. But as consolation, DC gets an MLS All-Star game. So what are your thoughts on the city selection? Should there have been another city that got something? Is it right? What's your thoughts on it?
Yeah, in terms of like consolation, I don't think an All-Star compares to World Cup, but I mean, yeah. So maybe I'm kind of wondering why. I know we was in the group chat talking about different scenarios, but it is tough. Maybe because of the political climate. You never know, being in the capital or whatever. But yeah, it's really unfortunate. I definitely am surprised Chicago didn't get a city. Sorry, didn't get a bid. But other than that, it's pretty spot on. People were talking about Kansas City, but they do have the headquarters for the National Training Center, so that makes a lot of sense. Obviously, Columbus, they do a great job with qualifying as a venue, but it's not ideal for a World Cup.
Yeah, ain't everything big enough out there.
Yeah, exactly. So, and then I like the Canada cities. I like the Mexico cities. I know we were talking about Edmonton, but from a logistics standpoint, it doesn't make sense. I think they did a good job.
Yeah, I think it's crazy that like there's literally no Midwest cities. I don't know if you count Kansas City as a Midwest city, but like there's no Chicago. What else is up there? Minnesota.
Yeah.
I mean, both of these cities have NFL stadiums that could be used.
And very Detroit. Diverse too.
Yeah, so it's kind of crazy they jumped over the Midwest, but everything else seems pretty on par. To circle back on the DC B-more thing, I think Dan Schneider fucked that one up. Who's the owner of the Washington Commanders or whatever the new name is. First of all, FedEx Field is, it's a junkyard, like it's a horrible stadium. It's falling apart. So the bid was that B-more would host the game, and all the fan fest stuff will be in DC. And I think it's just too fragmented. I think it's like I don't really quite know the distance. I think it's like an hour between DC and Beatmore or something like that, like the distance.
Yeah, it's
drive.
like probably 40-minute drive.
Yeah, so it's like
30,
it's too fragmented of an experience to have. So I can understand why it got cut, but you know, I think there's a lot of people riding on that. But
yeah,
hey,
like the DMV, like, and yeah, that is tough. But shoot, LA, San Fran. I mean, book it now. Remember this this video now. We going 2026, 2 cents. You guys gonna be seeing us a lot at some of these World Cup cities, behind the scenes doing some stuff. Facts. So we might have like
sponsor to tap in.
We might have like a 2 cents tour bus, I-5 all the way, LA to Seattle, and then definitely gonna have Atlanta roots, and then make a little Texas trip. We'll see, but we'll see. It's gonna be fun. I'm excited. I definitely think you already see some cities making plans and improvements. Like, for example, Kansas City Airport. They've already been discussing different things that they're doing. There's been some stadium renovations with other cities. So yeah, it's gonna be an exciting time.
Yeah, for sure. DraftKings highlight us, man. They got money. All right, last one. So FIFA president Gianni Infantino says that soccer will be the #1 sport in North America by 2026. So kind of piggybacking off of the World Cup. So is he preaching or is he capping?
Real quick, I know you changed subject. I was surprised about Vegas not getting a team too, or not getting a bid. But
did they have a bid in?
I'm not even sure if they did, but maybe they didn't want people losing their money crazy. But in terms of 2026, now, but I will say it's the springboard to make soccer be top 2 for sure. Nah, top 3. NFL is so tough. Unless someone like, I hate to say it, knock on wood, unless someone like dies on the field or like this concussion stuff, NFL is still going to be top 3. NBA is doing a great job. They're doing expansion. But I think with the World Cup coming, all the efforts, both from overseas and domestically, by the time 2026 and the World Cup being on site, after that, like, we're top 3. There's no discussion about hockey. There's no discussion about baseball. It's, soccer is here to stay.
Yeah, I agree. I think after the World Cup is when you'll see the uptick, not necessarily before it. But there's lots of preparations happening right now for 2026. Everybody's kind of gearing up and aiming for, that specific year. Mm-hmm. Like lots of new teams popping up, lots of new, small market teams, lower league teams. Everybody's getting their foothold, getting their feet through the door, so that when 2026 comes, they could capitalize on this new boom and new interest in the game. I feel like that'll definitely help with the explosion. Sidebar, how far do you think MLS expands by 2026? Do you think we got any new teams in by then, outside of what's already on
How many teams are there now? I definitely think there's going to be 30 teams by then.
I think it's 29 right now.
32
29.
teams.
Yeah. Counting St. Louis.
Yeah. St. Louis, Vegas, maybe San Diego or Phoenix. And yeah. I'm trying to think where else they could put a team. That's basically it. And then if they do this combined league that there's rumors about, even though that would be horrible.
Talking about with Liga MX?
Yeah, with Liga MX.
I thought that's what Lee's Cup was.
Yeah, they're trying to do something like that.
They're making it more like a Champions League type of thing between the two leagues.
Oh yeah, there's been rumors on both fronts about that. Yeah, I think there's going to be 32 teams. There's 32 teams in NFL, right? There's 32 teams in NBA. That's just the way America does it. So.
Yeah, but I mean, I think they expand to 40 and split.
Split 2020.
Yep.
Man,
It's a reason. Look, conspiracy theory L. It's a reason that MLS Next Pro is third division, not second division.
To see which teams can make it, or what?
No, because they saving room for MLS too.
I mean, they can't just jump. Yeah, maybe. I'm trying to think what teams from. If MLS was, they just buy USL. It's like, yo, we're making this all MLS.
USL not gonna sell unless I don't know.
MLS doesn't even have to sell it. They'll be like, yo, we're just buying, we're just pick and choose. All right, we want Tampa Bay.
There's too much money in the expansion fees though. So I think they expand the 40, split it down the middle, MLS 1, MLS 2, pro rel between the two leagues. They already got the Apple deal, 10 years, right?
Yeah.
So they don't gotta worry about TV money. Got the Apple deal.
Yeah, it could work.
Then they can get a fat TV deal after that for the two leagues combined. So one of the worries is what's gonna happen with the TV money, the media money, package it all together.
Yeah, that's a good shout. Maybe
conspiracy theory. That's
a good shout. You gotta do it like a NBA on TNT. Like you gotta put it on the Post-it note and hold firm to it to see when it happens.
All right, I don't got no Post-it notes in front of me right now, but next time I have a little Post-it note up for it.
Yeah, it's a good shout. Yeah, because you could do 20 teams and then just all right playoffs. I don't like that West versus East though. Unless they really embrace it, like West versus East, and then we're not playing Arsenal or we're not playing Dortmund or for the All-Star game. We're playing East versus West. We have international flavor. We have American talent. We got young talent, and we're growing our league on our own. If they want to do friendlies, they got to come to us during the summertime on a club-to-club basis. Yeah.
Kind of see that happening too. Like do West versus East, have playoffs on each side, and then have a MLS Cup between the winner of each side. Yeah, that could work too.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I'm excited to see. I'm gonna be involved in some capacity.
With brother Don Garber, see what he got up his sleeve. He came from the NFL, so a lot of things.
They're gonna squeeze every dollar. They're gonna try to maximize. Yeah, and then with MLS Next, it's gonna be exciting times. Yeah, I'm trying to think. What other cities you think? Vegas, San Diego, Phoenix.
Vegas for sure is coming.
Yeah.
I think we see Phoenix before San Diego, but I think San Diego comes eventually.
SAC.
I think SAC might come back around.
Try to sneak back in. If they want to get me involved.
What else is in between there? What else is in between?
Yeah, the flyover states. They got Kansas City, St. Louis is covered.
We got Denver. We got Utah.
Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Their ownership has money. They already invested in some. I think they're investing in an EPL squad. You need something else next to that: Chicago, Kansas City, St. Louis, Louisville.
I don't know about Louisville.
You got Cincinnati.
Yeah, I mean that'll be a decent little rivalry. Louisville, Cincinnati, Columbus.
If four teams in Texas, San Antonio. Nah, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, it'll be interesting for sure.
Yeah.
Yo, but that's it for this week.
Yeah, that's it for this week. Thank you guys for tuning in. Subscribe, rate, and review. It helps us get discovered. Follow us on the socials. I mean, if you're watching this, you probably already do. So thank you again. But make sure you tell a friend to join us because these takes are going to get hotter and hotter when it comes to the Patreon. We're trying to keep it, continue to keep it unfiltered, but we want to give it a little bit special. Our perspectives from the non-political side. We never really keep it political, but you know what we're saying. And tweet us your comments on the show or any topics you want me or Elle to discuss. That's it.
Also,
any plans coming up?
Also, let us know who y'all want. Who y'all would want us? Who you guys would want to come on Short Corners give their unfiltered thoughts and opinions. Who has some insights that you guys would want to hear from. Also, let us know who you want to hear on the 2 Cents FC show as well. Who you want us to interview. We got some decent stuff in the works over on that side. Also, got a couple interviews we're trying to get set up. So that should be dope as well. But definitely let us know what topics you want us to discuss. Tweet us, hit us in the Patreon chat, whatever you need to do. This is your content. Help us program it. That's part of the benefit.
All right. Definitely.
All right. So till next week. Peace.
Peace.